everybody, it's Wallguy, and it's been a little bit of time since we had a Medal of Honor 2010 video, but we said it wasn't going away for, completely, and here we are again with another entertaining video. And I can say entertaining for sure, because in this video I'm gonna wreck a cheater, and not just any cheater, a very special cheater. But first, let's talk about that intro you just saw. That is not our new intro that I've been hinting at for a little while now. That one will be coming out pretty soon, hopefully before Warfighter releases on PC. What that was kind of a fond farewell to the Wallguy and Meowth Blue period, as I'd like to call it. We're also in a sort of transition period where Medal of Honor 2010 is coming to an end as the centerpiece of our channel, and Warfighter most likely will be taking that spot, with Medal of Honor 2010 taking a secondary spot, still being prominent. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment, kind of saying goodbye to 2010 and saying hello to Warfighter, and I thought I'd bring that out in the filling of the opening. Hope you like it. I also wanted to take the time to talk about our server. It continues to hover around the 4th or 5th ranked server in the world for Medal of Honor 2010, and we're really proud of that, because it's hard to do that when you're not a 24/7 Kunar base server or Mazar-i Sharif, and you don't play combat mission, and you don't kick people just because they're good. I think we've shown well that a server can thrive when you have good players playing there. In fact, our server's often loaded up with all the best remaining players of Medal of Honor 2010, going head-to-head in these really exciting, tough battles where you got a lot of experienced players doing their best going at each other. Pay attention, the wall hacking is starting to get going, and our secret cheater player is River Gunner. I can't tell you how much of a pleasure it is to out this guy as one of the biggest hypocrites you'll ever see. But before we direct our enthusiasm in that direction, I just want to say a few more things. Just want to give a big friendly welcome to all the new subscribers who came on board for the Warfighter footage. We're definitely going to keep bringing that full speed and leading up to when the full game releases, at which time we'll switch over to the PC where we're much more comfortable. I think you'll see some much better gameplay from us then. But in the meantime, thank you for coming on board, and I hope we can keep you entertained. And for all of our longtime subscribers who were with us before Warfighter, thanks for sticking around. We're going to keep bringing you Medal of Honor 2010 and, of course, Warfighter as well. If you aren't a subscriber yet, consider doing so now, because we'd love a chance to continue interacting with you and perhaps add a little fun in your life. If we're lucky! Okay, let's spend the rest of the time talking about the gameplay. I apologize for the length of this video, but it was a small game and we joined late even, down by about 800 points. But the game stayed small and we had to come back and win, so it took as long as it took. Anyways, it's really exciting and cool to see us tear down this stupid cheater, and so I hope you enjoy it despite the length. Now, a little while back I mentioned on Twitter, if you were watching and paying attention there, that I had a game where I faced down 2 cheaters at one time. Both of them were aimbotting, and I took them down and won, but I didn't know if I wanted to put it up because, games against cheaters can get ugly. You die a lot on your way to beating these stupid cheating losers. But this particular game against a cheater had a special subtext that made it just impossible not to post. This special subtext is, of course, the who of who this cheater is. River Gunner. You guys know this guy if you play this game on PC. You'll see him playing, and he spends most of his time not killing people or playing the objective, but instead sitting on his chat and typing out various derisions to people, accusing them of cheating, complaining about how they play. He's just all over people. If you kill him, or if you're a slightly above average player, really any reason at all for him to accuse you of cheating, he'll do it. And then he'll also get on his fucking high horse, his self-righteous high horse. Oh, look at that. Another fucking wall hack right there. He'll get on his high horse and talk down to you like he's like the Pope or something. He's some perfect human being who doesn't cheat, and wow, how disgusting are you for being a disgusting, pathetic cheater. You're not even a man. Well, you know what? I've found in my experience that these types of guys tend to be the people who cheat themselves, really. And they're only frustrated and mad because they don't know how to cheat. Well, this guy eventually figured out how to cheat. I guess he got desperate enough that he thought, well, I've got to cheat. I'm going to fucking show these cheaters what's up. If I had the same advantages they had, well, my amazing skill would level them out and they would be sorry. These rampant accusers are usually painfully low on intelligence, low on skill, and ultimately, and ironically, very low on integrity, the very thing that they think they have above everyone else. River Gunner, for instance, is way up there in the hours race. He has some of the most hours of anyone who's played Medal of Honor 2010, well over 1,800 hours if you believe it, and his kills to death ratio is still like 1.1 to 1. Excuse me, but that is pathetic. He has basically 3 times as many hours as me, and he still can't figure out when someone's cheating and when they're not cheating. And I don't deride his KDR just because it's low. You don't have to be a high KDR player. Stats aren't everything. If you're here and you play to have fun, whatever. But he's a break-even 1-to-1 player who doesn't know the game very well, even after 1,800 hours, and he's still accusing people, even though he doesn't even know what he's looking at. When you're a 1-to-1 player, people like me look magical to you. That's just the way it is. You don't know who's cheating or who's not cheating because people are playing way above your head. You need to keep your mouth shut, and you need to keep that self-righteous bullshit out of my face, thank you very much. This guy has spent 1,800 hours being a completely uninspiring, poor player, and he finally got to a point where he broke. He just couldn't take it anymore. Oh, everybody's cheating. Everybody cheats in this game. Oh man, if they would just stop cheating and stop ruining the game for us, we could all have fun. And you just know he gave himself a shit ton of credit for putting up with all this bullshit all this time and just not, doing anything about it. He felt like, wow, I've given my 1,800 hours of taking all this cheating and bullshit all the time. You know what, I'm finally going to do something about it. And I'm right in doing something about it because nobody else will. So what are you now, River Gunner? Are you some kind of superhero going around doling out some sort of righteous justice? And where did you put that personal pedestal of yours? Is it in storage somewhere? Or do you carry it around with you so you can stand up on it and get better angles for your aimbot? Never mind that anyway. You best be looking for a bomb shelter right quick because I think I'm going to drop a cruise on your stupid self-righteous ass. That's right, you're going to cheat? You think that's going to fucking teach me a lesson or something? Well, I'm going to feed you a cruise while you're cheating and shove it straight up your stupid ass. And River Gunner, I want you to keep well in mind all of the derisions, the insults, the accusations that you've piled on people over your 1,800 hours of ineptitude. And think about them because, you know what? You're everything you've called people up to this point. You're that person. You've become a cheater. You're the absolute scum of the competitive earth. An interesting note about playing against cheaters is that in smaller games it becomes more difficult to overcome them because they can just focus on you. They can't get distracted by as many teammates. And so if they're wall hacking, they know where you are and they're ready for you. Look, he's going to inch out right here. Try to nail me, but you know what? Fuck you, I'm too good. So yeah, the smallness of this game just adds a little bit extra fail on top of his fail sandwich. And even more embarrassing for him is we gave him 5 minutes without us here to rack up a lead, an 800-point lead, rack up kills with his cheats, and then when we come in here, we turn that inside out. Now we're winning, we're leading. He couldn't hold that lead cheating. He couldn't hold that lead cheating whilst in a small game. As this game has worn on, he's even started adding, a little bit of aimbot here and there to try to help his cause. It's just not enough. It's not working, and I'm about to get my cruise. And you guys know how I don't talk trash in games. I don't say anything. I don't even say hi to people most of the time. But I'm about to drop a cruise on him, and then I'll let him have a couple kind words. There it is. Sweet tears all over his fucking face and shit. Now, ignore my sad typing skills. I'm not a very good typer while I'm in game. But I felt the need to tell him right here that he just got sunned. That's right, he just got sunned. Oh, more cheating from him. He's decided to break out the aimbot extra hard for the rest of the round because he just can't take it. That cruise really hurt his ego. He's feeling pretty bad that he's going to lose this chance to show us what's up. And I'm just going to go on and continue typing him. So owned, indeed, yes. I agree, Wall Guy. And more nuggets of gold from Wall Guy. As I said, the biggest accusers are usually the biggest users. If they can, they eventually will become cheaters. And of course, oh, how the self-righteous have fallen. The self-righteous have fallen, and they still lost, and he had to eat my cruise. Now, after Meowth and I destroyed his world here in this round, I of course banned him. I don't accept cheaters on our server. So you won't see him in our server anymore at 24/7 Sector Control, but you might see him wandering around a few other servers. It's unlikely he'll get many bans anywhere because he's so bad, even with his cheats, that most of the other servers won't even bother. But if you see him around in one of those other servers, you know, do me a favor and spit on him for being such a douchebag hypocrite. Hell, chances are you've probably been accused yourselves repeatedly by this guy. And here's your chance now that you have proof of his low character, to go pile on, just to remind him of how much of a loser he is. Don't take it too far, of course. I mean, he's just a douchebag loser. So, you know, pile on, tell him what's up, let him know that he's a loser, and then move on. But whatever. This has been my pleasure, really, to bring this guy to justice. He is just so full of venom and lies. And he's just one of those people that have been honest from the beginning. And I haven't banned him from my server. I don't abuse my admin power. I haven't even chat banned him because I often found his pathetic accusations sort of amusing. But, you know, this took the cake. You don't get to cheat on my server. He thinks that I let that happen, apparently. And he thought he could get away with it. Well, not on my watch. I guess in a way, you might want to be thanking this guy because it's because of douchebags like him that Meowth and I started putting videos up on the internet anyway. It's to prove them wrong, to show their self-righteous loser asses that we don't cheat. It's just pure skill from the beginning. We work hard for this. You know, it just doesn't fall in our lap. You see my shitty Warfighter videos, you know that, like, I'm starting at the bottom there. You know, at some point, I was sort of there on PC, and I had to work my way up, you know? I didn't just become good overnight. And I worked for it. I don't need to hear this crap from people all the time. And, you know, it's just a great feeling to show you what a bunch of crap these guys are full of. And one final kill on the douchebag to the end of the round. That's just fucking great. I got a couple more words for him right there. Fucking owned permanently. Permanently because he's banned. You know, perhaps one of the things you could tell him if you see him online is to come watch this video. I want him to know that he's been exposed and it's there forever, outlining what kind of a loser he really is. River Gunner, you became what you always said others were.